Hi friends, it's Carolyn, your staff sister, and I'm ready for a fall video. And do you know how I know it's fall? Are the leaves changing? No. Is it brisk, chilly nights and now we can drink hot chocolate and apple cider? No. You know how I know it's fall? Colored M&Ms. Halloween M&Ms. That's how we know it's fall in Arizona, because the weather doesn't change, because it's still 100 degrees outside. But I finally found these last night. I've been looking for them since Halloween candy came out. And that's how we know. That's how we know it's fall in Arizona, Halloween candy. Because the weather is not changing. Let me see. Let's see. It is currently, one moment please, 91. Welcome to fall in Arizona. The trees don't change. Well, they do. Like in January, the leaves turn and fall in January, not in the fall. So anyway, but it's Halloween and it's fall, and I love fall stitching. So I have some catching up to do with you. I have some I want to show you some of my finished fall projects. I want to show you what I've been working on, and I have a few new charts, and show you what's on my board. So let's get started. So Jeff and I took our annual trip to California, and we go to the beach and just reconnect with the beach and just have some quiet time and downtime, and I just relax thinking about it. It's really nice. And so what we've been doing the last couple of years is we leave Friday night after work and we drive about 4 hours away. It's like, if you're familiar with California, it's like Indio, Coachella, kind of that area. And we stay in a hotel. We usually get there around midnight, sleep for the night. But the best thing about it is we wake up the next morning and it really feels like we're on vacation. It's like, woohoo, we're on vacation. We're only an hour away. So this time we're driving and the roads were it was crowded. The freeways are very crowded there. And I'm used to driving a big car. I drive for 10, 15 years I drove a Suburban, and then I downsized to a Yukon. So I drive big cars. I love driving big cars. But for gas reasons and stuff, we took the Camry. It's a little car. It's like a go-kart. It's like a go-kart on the freeways with semis. Me and Jeff and the semi-trucks. And this is me sitting in the passenger side. Don't kill me. No. Wait, stop. No, you're gonna get us in a, oh, he's so thankful when I fall asleep. He's so happy when I fall asleep because I make him a nervous wreck. So we were getting down by, this is how I describe driving to California. You head west to Riverside and turn left. And then you're at the beach. And we were driving and they had toll roads, and we've never taken the toll roads. And we decided because our hotel was in Irvine, we would take the toll roads every day. Every day I will pay $7.40 to ride on the toll road because it was wide roads. Hardly anybody was on it. Oh, it was so relaxing. And it was nice. So it was a great trip. So while we were there, we went to the beach, and the beaches were crowded. This was the last week of September, I think. Last week of September, 1st of October. And it was Saturday, and the beaches were so crowded. So our favorite beach is Corona del Mar, because you can park up on the street and then you walk down, and it's this little it's like a little bay, and lots of families, and it's just beautiful. And that's where we took all of our kids growing up, and that's where we had our, just have great memory. We have great memories there. So we walked down the hill at the far south side of the beach, and we walked in the water all the way to the north side of the beach, and we were sitting on a bench, and this is small world. So we we're sitting on a bench and just looking around, and out of the bathroom I see this little 2-year-old little girl, buck naked, come right out of the bathroom, and her mom is like running after her, and her mom is pregnant, like really pregnant. And I just looked over and I said to my husband, I think that is Danny's wife, Jessica, and Danny's my nephew. And he's like, well, they wouldn't be at the beach. They live about an hour away, and their Instagram had shown them they were at Lake Tahoe. He's like, well, they wouldn't be here. I go, I'm pretty sure that's them. So we're watching them. We're really far away, so I'm not sure. And so she's cleaning her off and getting her dressed, and then another little girl comes up, and I go, that's her daughter. That's her like wild hair, and just, I don't know, it was them. And I said, let's go walk over there and we'll say hi if it's them. So we get up to walk their direction. I said to Jeff, don't be weird. Don't be weird. Like don't like be a stalker. We'll just casually walk up by. And so as we got closer, there's my nephew. And it's them. They're all at the beach. It was just so random and really fun to run into them. So I'll get their permission, and if it's okay, I'll stick a picture that we took in. And it's the only picture I took of the whole trip because we just were busy relaxing, and it was great. Restaurants were open-ish, and we were able to go everywhere we wanted to go. It wasn't too closed down. We had a really good time, just the two of us, and then we drove home back across the desert to the heat. So anyway, that's where I've been. I've been doing some stitching, but not as much as I'd like to do. So I have some things. I have some starts because I'm really good at starting, and I have some October-y fall projects. So let's get going. Let's get going and see what we have. Thanks for hanging around for the story. All right. First thing, I want to show you some of the finished stuff I have. So a few years ago, look at this. This is from Sub Rosa. She's an online designer from far away. Oh, I apologize, I don't remember the country. But so her charts are only available PDF. And I found this little black pumpkin. So there's this awesome Instagram crafter. Her name is Polka Dotted Cow. The Polka Dotted Cow, I believe. I'm gonna put her Instagram name down here because she does the cutest crafts. And she lives here in Arizona, and she's a young mom with a bunch of kids. And she so last year she made these pumpkins. So they got a black one. See this by me, right? See the buffalo check pumpkin? And then she did the white pumpkin and then the little fat pumpkin. And they were a set, and I bought it last year, and I decided to put this on it. So I would love at some point to have cute needlework on all the little pumpkins, but it's great. So it just sits out at Thanksgiving time. It's really, and I just did this on a piece of linen. Looks like hand dyed. I can't tell you what exactly it is, and I did the called for threads. So it's really cute. It's one of my faves. Okay, oh, this one I did back in 1997. That's when I was into all the specialty stitches and all of the hardanger and the buttons and the sparkly thread. I love this piece. This is my favorite Halloween piece. It was done by Hillside Samplings, and look at this frame that I found at the attic. They framed it for me. Isn't that fun? And the little verse from Ghoulies and Ghosties and Long-Leggedy Beasties, I think. And things that go bump in the night, please deliver us. And that adorable hardanger ghost and the beads. I love this piece. This piece makes me happy every year when I get to pull it out. I love it so much. So, and because I don't stitch the specialties and the hardangers and the sparks. I just make X's these days. So I love this piece, and it's way long out of print. It was by Hillside Samplings. It's super out of print, and I don't even know where my original pattern is. But man, it's so cute. Love it. Okay, the other Halloween one. This is my first and only ever in my life prairie schooler that I've ever done. Now, Beth at the attic did the finishing. I don't remember the name of this chart. And she finished it up. This is chain. She's chain to go around it. And look at these cute pumpkins on the back. So they're really fun. That I enjoy stitching for Halloween and fall. And I've decided I collect way more than I actually stitch of fall designs, but I really like them. But they have all these, look at these cute little guys hanging on here. If you need finishing, I love the work that Beth does at the shop. She said, I found these earrings. These were earrings, and she found them and stuck them on there. So they're really cute, huh? I love that. And then this is a piece by Primitive Hair, and it was in a magazine, and now I think it's released. And it's called Halloween Town. And I finished this myself. I made I'm just applause. Can I have some applause right now that I finished this by myself? And I found this hanger. This was at Joann's, and it had another little hangery thing on it. And it was after Halloween, or right around Halloween. I think it was like $1.50. And I thought, oh, that would totally work. So I did this. Here, let's go back here. That's one of my favorites too. So I'm going to talk about this a little later. Whenever it calls for black in a Halloween design, I don't stitch it in black. I stitch it in Gloriana Aubergine. That's the only Halloween black there is in my world. I love, love, love it better than black for Halloween. So those are my finished. Now I have more finished Halloween. They're not fully finished. I have no clue where they are. I can't find them. So someday I'll find them and finish them and share them with you. But I thought I knew where they were, and I went searching for them and no luck. No luck anywhere. So someday when I find the other Halloween fall things I've stitched, I will share them with you. So speaking of fall stitching, I've been working on, this is what's on my board right now. I've been working on this adorable pattern by, it's called Nevermore, by Luminous Fiber Arts. And these are the call for threads-ish. I think when I was getting the threads, I didn't have, or there wasn't in stock, the one for this. I can't even remember what it was. So I'm using Clockwork because I thought that would work. And isn't that darling? Look how cute that pumpkin is going to be. I just love it. It's called for cotton, except, remember what I said about black in fall stitching? I have added the aubergine silk. Gloriana aubergine silk. And I just always have a skein of it, and I just pulled off a length, you know, and stuck it on a little thread drop because it's in another project, of course. So anyway, there we go. But everything else is the cotton that it's called for. It's nice, huh? Ah, really cute. Super cute. Thank you, Misty, for such a great design. Appreciate it. Alrighty. So what have I been working on? So I went to summer school. I didn't do a video about summer school, but the videos are out there. The projects are out there. Amy, Mrs. Flossie, did a great summer school recap video. And Brenda and Laura, the serial stitcher, serial starter, They did a great recap of the projects, so it was a great experience. It was fabulous to get together with stitchers. The hotel room, the ballroom that we had gotten was ginormous, so we were spread apart. There was 45 people, 50 people there, and there was room for everyone. We wore our masks, and we had fabulous classes and wonderful. Lamora from Access Commodities came and gave the most wonderful lecture about silk and the the history of silk and why, because we all just are silk princesses. Excuse me while I get dressed. Let's talk about silk. It was wonderful to have Lamora come and tell us all about silk. She's so knowledgeable about embroidery and silk, and the 103 silk that's very popular, and I'm getting up a project with it right now, that's actually silk thread that's used in high fashion, couture fashion, and that's the embroidery. It's actual embroidery for clothing silk. That's why it's so fine and so shiny and so beautiful. So it's a true French embroidery silk. So that was wonderful to hear from that. It was great to see all of our friends and the local designers who did such great projects. Speaking of summer school projects, I started stitching on Tanya's project. Right here. We are the sampler makers. I can't wait till it's released so all of you can stitch it, because this is how we feel about samplers. It's wonderful. So I just dug in and I've been working on that. Of course, I had to change it. Of course. Look how cute this thread drop is. Isn't that fun? So I decided if I was going to stitch all those, first of all, I changed the fabric. This is Hog Bristle by Fox and Rabbit. 40 count. Love it. I think it's great. And instead of doing all those letters in black cotton thread, I'm using antique black. I just love the coverage. I love the way you know me, I'm not going to stitch a whole sampler with no silk in it. It's not going to happen. Period. The end. So I had this in my stash, and I'm doing all the black in the silk. I'm doing the rest of it in the called for colors because I'm not completely crazy. But what I did do is I decided I wanted a little more pop some color into the verse. So the word linen, the word threads, right here is the word gentle art, and at the bottom is the word sampler, and those 4 words, or the 5 words, are going to be, they're in red. So if you decide to do that, you can, or maybe you hate it. I don't know. I don't really care. But I'm loving this. I love this verse so much. And we have this great, let me get it. Wait, hang on one sec. I'm going to get the little board it goes on. Okay, fine. I'm just going to pull out all the summer school because it was so fun and the teachers did such a great job. It's just, so now I have a big old mess sitting over here. I wasn't going to do it. It was all organized. I was going to hop on, just bang out a quick video. Alrighty, let me show you. This cute little versey thing goes here. This cute little guy is gonna go on this. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait to get that on there. Really, I'm super excited about that. So that's what I've been stitching on. Some of what I've been stitching on. There's more. ish. Okay, so this is the project by Linda Vincent of Needle Made Designs, and I'm super excited about this project. You want to know why? Because it's all in princess floss. It's all silk. She gave us all the silk to be able to do this really, really pretty. Look at that. It's all Belsoir and Gloriana. I'm super excited about this. And it's a beautiful needle case. Isn't that beautiful? It's Linda, she just knocked it out of the park on this. All the teachers. Every design was like, wow. So I got started a little bit on it. So anyway, that is awesome. That's great. The sampler that goes with it is Rebecca Stewart. So these will all be released to the public. You'll have your chance to get them if you weren't able to go to summer school. So have no fear. Have no fear. The designs will be here. Y'all got way too much to stitch anyway. So then this is so cute. Vicki and Megan did this cute sampler. It's called Sarah Burgess. And we got the fabric 30 count. I've never stitched on 30 count. Like, I don't think ever. And but she wanted it to be the size of, and do you see these cute little birds? See that cute little bird sitting in the tree? So our project is a cute little bird. And then, so you stitch around, then you stuff him and turn him inside out, and then you put the wings on. Isn't that so adorable? Get to work, Carolyn. Get busy. Get busy. Get some of these projects done. Don't just let them hang around. They hang around. You should see behind me where the bags and all my stitching stuff is. It's getting out of control. It's growing. It's just like, it's growing. Oh, alrighty then. Okay. It is. I gotta clean it up. We had my in-laws over for dinner last week, or a couple weeks ago, and I thought, no, my house is just like, I got piles, stitching piles everywhere. So we just shoved everything in the bedrooms. Who does that? Like, I don't put it away. I just shove it where nobody can see it. Yep, that's what we do. We just shove it where nobody can see it. Okay, then Linda Danielson, who always does the best finishing touches. I love that. Cute little tag on here. And she did the cutest little pillow. And these are all the threads. I'm sure I'll stick some silk in there. I'm sure I will. So adorable. And her, look how cute. Look how cute she tied up the linen. And this looks like lakeside linen. So thank you. Thank you, Linda, for the lakeside linen. Because that is a hot commodity right now. And then this is the thing. Really cute. Really nice. And then part of our really fun silk lecture that we were able to enjoy with Lamora, she included great silk pack with all the different silks. That, not all of it, well, okay, so there's Soie Goblin, Soie 103, so this is Soie Goblin, Soie 103, Soie Surfine. Now the Soie Surfine is fine, really, really fine if you're working on 5260 or 56 or 5365 or 180 or 2000, whatever, count linen. This is the Soie Surfine. It's just really fine. Now some people, they love the 103 on this little tiny linen, and so it's totally personal preference. The 103 works really well with 40 to 46 personally. I've seen, there's a sampler in the shop that's done on 40 count with the 103. It looks fabulous. And the 46 is fabulous. And then this looks really, it's just real fine. And then this is Soie Perlée, I think. And Soie Oval, which is a flat silk. And it is strandable. So there's just so many options. Don't we just have so many options? Do you remember when we started stitching? Well, when I started stitching in 1980 something, it was Aida cloth and DMC. That was it. Those were our choices to stitch with. And now you have so many choices. Silk, hand-dyed silk, cotton, overdyed cotton, hand-dyed linen, hand-dyed Aida, hand-dyed even weave. I remember when I went from Aida to even weave. That was the big deal. And then went to 32 count, and I thought, oh man, I'm really something. And then I went to 40 count, and I thought, wow, look at me. And just that, and it's just so, I love it. I love that we just have so many options these days. And then, so the last project was from Nancy at 5 Times Blessed. You know, she does the buttons. You guys gotta check her out on Etsy. 5 Times Blessed. And it fits on this little tin, and it's the most adorable. This is the design that fits on the tin. And it's really cute. So, and Sherry Eddington, who now works with us at the attic, she converted it all to silk and finished it. That girl is a stitching machine. And look in the attic newsletter and you'll see a picture of Sherry's finished one of this. It's really nice. Okay, so one of our other projects too, this is from Milady's Needle, Gloria Moore at Milady's Needle, and she did a ruler. How cool is that? How cool is that? So this is I have a pattern. I have a ruler pattern from years ago as beehives, and I just never did it. But this year she did them for the attic, and so it's the attic rules, because you know that's the logo to the shop is Attic Needlework, where samplers rule. So these are the attic rules, and here's the ruler, and it pops out, and you pop your design in, and then it's covered, and it's always protected. So this is the darling little ruler that she did, and her sampler. Isn't that beautiful? Her sampler is called Eveline Perkins. Love it. Love it. Didn't they do great? Like, every project was just like, oh, this is so cool. So next year, put it on your calendar, because hopefully we'll be able to make it rock and roll through summer school again. The newsletter can be found at www.atticneedlework.com. We have a new website. We have a new email. We're working through it. And then there's a brand new newsletter up. Just posted, so go check it out. Alrighty, so what have I been working on? Now that I've just made a big giant mess over here. Okay, this is, I started this because in my heart, this We Live in Hope to me signifies 2020. And right up here where it says I'm changing that, and it's gonna say we walk in faith. And I will put the year 2020 on this sampler. I will guarantee you that I will not finish this. I will not finish this in the year 2020. So I think up here I'm gonna put the year I finish it. But the year 2020 is going on this sampler. And we just hope for a better day. We hope for a better time, more peace, more health, more wealth, more kindness, and we live in hope of that. We live in hope of a better world. Anyway, we walk in faith, we live in hope. I gotta get this done. So, of course, there's a silk conversion. Did you even wonder? And I've got it typed and printed. It's ready to go. Hang on. Gotta get it organized here. So, I am loving. I've never ever used this color before. This is called grape juice. You see how it's kind of cuckoo? It's got like maroon and then this fabulous dark purple color. I've never used it, but there's the called for cotton is Williamsburg in Weeks Dye Works, which is a combination of this red and blue. And I thought, how am I gonna convert that? And this is the perfect grape juice by Belswab. Anyway, here's my start. See how cool that grape, look how dark and rich that is. So here's my start in the border. And I started down here in this corner because I want to get to all the fun. I want to get to the boat and the words and all that fun stuff at the bottom. So that's my start on that. This is 46. You know how you can tell 46 count linen? See this little fringe? Zweigart's 46 count linen. I think it's called the Bergen. Anyway, the Zweigart base of this linen. And you know how you can tell Zweigart base? This little lesson. Maybe you know. See this orange thread in the selvage? That orange thread in the selvage tells you that you're stitching on a Zweigart base linen. And 46 count has this fringe. And this is called Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. And they dye beautiful linens. Oh my goodness. It's called Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. This is I need to dig back in. I think if I'm going to be realistic about my stitching abilities, this will come after the first of the year because it's October. It's time for I want to stitch holiday stuff. I'm going to stitch fall, and I want to stitch a little bit of Thanksgiving, and I want to stitch Christmas, and that's just going to take up my time for the rest of the year. And this I will get back to this in after the holidays. Let's be real. Let's be real, folks. Okay, and what else? Was that it? That's all I'm working on. Just those few things. Now, and I got some charts. A few charts. I need this in my life. I love this. It says, shade your harvest. No, share. Share your harvest to give meaning to life and peace to your heart. I love sayings. I love this chart. That big fat bird with the little quilt square on it. So, I love this whole series. I have this one, and I'm pretty sure I have this one. See, that's something I want to get done this year. I want to get this done this year. I want to get this done this year because this seems really Thanksgiving to me. So I'm gonna like pull back and do some holiday stuff because that makes me happy right now, and we'll get back to samplers after. Or if the other night I was totally insomniac. I was awake at 3:30. I hate that. I really hate that. In fact, I take gummies at night to help me sleep. You want to see? Have you guys ever seen these in the store? They're called Sleep Gummies by Ollie. Ollie is the company. And they have a little bit of melatonin. They have 3 grams of melatonin in them. I've seen some of those melatonin guys, and they have like 15 grams. That gives you bad dreams and a hangover the next day. So this one, there's only 3. Here. There's only 3 grams of melatonin, or micrograms, 3 mgs, whatever that is. And then there's L-theanine, there's chamomile, passion flower, and lemon balm. And I eat 2 of these little guys. And most of the time, if I haven't had too much caffeine during the day, I can make it through the night. But the other day, I digress. The other day, I'm up at 3:30. I thought, I'm gonna stitch. And that's when I got my the raven done. I stitched until 7:30. I really needed that. It was almost like taking a nap. And then I fell asleep at 7:30 on the couch. And then my husband came out. He's like, where did you go? I'm like, look, I could have been whooping it up like around town in the middle of the night, but no, I'm sitting on the couch stitching my little heart out, and it really filled my heart up, although I was really tired all day yesterday. Oh well, what are you gonna do? But don't you get your best stitching done in the middle of the night? I do. I really do. Sometimes I can honestly say my best stitching happens in the middle of the night. All right, this is a new one from Heartstring. You Make My Heart Happy. And it's scissors and a house. Looks like all my favorite things in one place. I love that. So I got that. And this is me. This is me. This is an older design, but still available. And it says, I myself am made entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions. Yep, that's me. Flaws stitched together with good intentions. I really like her. I think I might tweak it. No, kidding. A little more red. I'll probably change out the orange for red. That's all. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna change that out for red. Maybe I'll put her in a red dress. Right? We all need more red in our life. And then I picked up the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitch magazine. I love this magazine. I have never once punched a needle, done a punch needle, but every time I look through this magazine, I think, I gotta do that. I think I say that every time I show it on a video. I gotta do that. And I know there's a few left at the shop if you haven't gotten yours yet. So this is a great magazine. And you know what else I love about it? I love the way it smells when you turn the pages. You just don't get that from an online version of anything. You don't get to touch it, and you don't get to like turn the pages and smell the paper. I know I need help. I'm sorry. And that's what I love about a paper pattern too. When I'm struggling seeing a chart, I'll scan it and I stitch it from my phone or from the iPad. But for the most part, I really love a paper pattern. I know that it's more cost effective to not do a paper pattern these days, but man, I love a paper pattern. I love a magazine and a book and all that good stuff. So, alrighty, and I was able to lay my hands on some Lakeside. My grubby little hands. This is maple sugar. This is, see the butter? It's 46 count. Ooh, pretty. And I still say you can get Lakeside. We can get Lakeside. But what you got to do is you got to call the shop, and you have to let us write a special order card for you. I can't tell you how many conversations I have, and people are like, "Oh, I'll just call back later." Like, no, there's no later. You call back later, and it came in and went out because you missed it. So call. We'll write it down. Any size, any count, any half yard, quarter yard, 40 count, 36, 32, 20. I think they die 28. It's not on my radar, but 30, 32, 36, 40, 46, 52, 60. I'm sure 28. And vintage, just opt for the vintage. Don't pay all that money for not vintage. What's the point? So we love the vintage, and we'll write it down for you. And you just got to be patient. And it could, you could get lucky. It could arrive in a week or a month, or you could wait for 3 months or 4 months. It's okay. You have plenty. We'll get it, and we'll send it when it comes. It's worth the wait. But just be patient and put your name on. Get a special order card written, because the chances of, oh, I'll look for it next time, or I'll call in a month or so and see what you have, and nope. You're not gonna get it. So just write a card. Get a special order card. So I think that's it for today, friends. Have a wonderful fall. I'm so glad to be able to visit with you a little bit today. I apologize if this has been like brr, brr, brr. That's how my brain works these days, just ping-ponging all over the place. So thank you. I appreciate you. I love your comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my stitchy friend, because that means a lot in this day and age. So I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Have a great fall. I hope to be back before Halloween, but don't hold your breath. Bye, guys.